Tried patching it and stuff.
You ready?
Yep. I got a ratchet strap in there I used for the other one.
Open up the black toolbox on the front of the tilt deck trailer and grab one chain.
Okay.
So when you chain this up, I only want to be like 6 inches away so it can't get away from me. And it's real awkward turning. I'm gonna go slow, but I have to have this thing super tacked up so that my tracks are pivoting and I'm not dragging. I gotta go in here straight, and then we're gonna bring you out straight-ish. You're gonna have to turn the wheel a little bit, and then we'll start to pivot. Actually, I'd like to turn the other direction, maybe. Yeah, it's gonna be easier if we go that way.
Okay.
So as soon as you get in there, we're gonna turn the wheel straight. Yeah. It's gonna be easier to come back, I think, unless that GMC's in the way. You think I should move that GMC now?
No, you got plenty of room.
We need like 30 foot. It's probably gonna be close. She might move.
Grab the other one. Hold up. What up? You're clear, Clay. You're clear.
Without crushing it, so that's good.
Oh yeah.
It's too dangerous to work on. Do the axle first, and then it's safe for you to be monkeying around on. But I hate these things on jack stands. They're
Yeah,
so,
you don't know if they're gonna slide or
no,
not.
they could just kick on you, and somebody's gonna get hurt. So yeah, axle first, and then we'll do our normal thing to it.
I got some good material too for it.
I'm thinking about taking these signs off. Just because they're like really not put on here the right way, and there's another logo behind it.
Okay.
So see what it entails to take these off, and then make sure that it's not covering something that it shouldn't be. But look at this. I mean, somebody's gonna get cut on this anyways.
Yeah,
that shouldn't be up underneath that door handle like that. This thing's got a killer look to it though. Look how the green's coming through. Yeah, this is gonna clean up good. So I think, make sure we get my plates off of this thing too. I think this is gonna clean up pretty nice. So this brown here, that surface rust, that'll come off super easy with sandpaper and water. You should be able to wet sand that surface rust right off. It might come off with the degreaser and the steel wool. There's an intake manifold laying on the floor in here. There's keys hanging. Oh yeah, ignition's in it. Nice floors. I bought this by accident, so I didn't really look at it too hard.
In there. these. I have a short one on my toolbox. I need them, I got them.
Tomorrow, if not, it'll be Friday.
Okay. Yeah.
You used to have like port clearance and I got one after you. Hey everybody, Pete, Iron City Garage. Welcome back to the channel. Here's our newest project here. This is a 53 Chevy 5700. I bought this truck by mistake. Not by mistake, just kind of bought it by accident. I was at a place I had no plans on buying this truck, but when I went there to buy, I couldn't buy. It went for too much money. So I was able to get this. I was just really unprepared. I didn't have the trailer to haul this thing home in one piece. I had my 2-car trailer. This thing had a massive crane on the back of it. It was a real awkward truck because it was so heavy in the rear axle. Like the front axle hardly had any weight on it. The rear axle, because of the crane, and this was like a 360-degree crane. This was like you sat on it, little operator station. This thing went 360 degrees. It was for Paso Robles Electric, which is still in business in California. There's electrical work, so it was like almost like a boom truck or setting signs or something like that. So probably weighed, I don't know, me and my dad were guessing probably 5,000 on the rear, and like, you know, these things are typically about 2,500 on the front. There was just no way I was getting it home with the Pontiac convertible all in one piece on that particular trailer I had. So we decided to, I had all the tools in the bed of my truck. We cut it. Unfortunately, I had to cut it very, very close to the frame, or to the body of the truck rather, because right here, so I cut like in a little 3-inch incision spot, because right here on the rest of the frame there was a cross member and there was a mast right here, and that mast went up and it held the boom for the crane. That's what the crane of the boom of the crane rested on, was that like yoke on this mast. This was the only place I could cut it, because if I cut behind the mast, it would have brought the mast down on the cab of the truck. So I was able to do a quick little incision here with 2 sets of jack stands. We ran to Harbor Freight, got some jack stands, put stands underneath the body of the crane, put stands underneath the truck, and I was able to make an undercut to the point that I could kind of score it on top with a grinder, and then we used the skid loader to pull it away, and it was perfect. Everything went fine. There's some video of that we're going to show you, and some photos and stuff. So, but really good truck nonetheless. I wish I didn't have to cut it, but it is what it is. Nobody, honestly, it would have needed a low boy with height permits and all kinds of stuff to move it. It was just a massive thing. So not worth it for today's purposes for hot rods. Nobody wants a hot rod crane truck. That would be weird. So this one, I believe the motor turns. We did have to move the truck a little bit, and I noticed that the motor was turning. So it might run, it might not. We're just going to throw the little minivan axle deal on it, like a little shipping axle. Most people are putting these on different frames. If anybody wants this like a running driving truck, I have a running driving chassis across the street that was a 5700. I think it was a 49, but I could take this cab and set it on that frame if somebody wants the whole truck. 9 times out of 10, nobody wants the whole truck. So that's it. Clay's going to get started on doing the axle first, because this thing is very dangerous at the current moment. It's real wonky on jack stands. It's also, because of where the engine is underneath the seat of this truck, like if 2 of us hopped on the front bumper, this thing's going to do an endo and fall on its face. And that's it. It's for sale now. I got the title back on it already. And that's it. We're going to be selling these Paso Robles signs separately from the truck, I believe. Stay tuned. Should be a fun one. No, everybody likes the cab overs, right? If you like the pickup, you like the cab over. All right. There's our transport axle. It's nice to use shorter pieces that are like this stuff here. That's like 5/16 or 1/2 inch. This is probably going to be better taking these 2 pieces. These are nice and short. Never going to use these for anything. I don't even know if I can carry 2, but okay. Ooh, Jesus.
your like plan of attack here?
Well, I want to get the main like square built, you know, so we're gonna get these two side pieces on, then I'm gonna cut this back piece to fit. Should be all right. At least if I get that, that's a good start for coming in tomorrow, and then I'll clean up the mess around here.
All right, you doing your thing?
Like if I had... What's it kind of look? I want to measure how far went in on this.
I ever got in my life.
The carb is here. Got a gasket here and stuff. So it was a fart at one time. If you look in the front, it's all painted and stuff too, real nice. If you look in there, it's a real nice bright orange. Got a big hole in it right there. Yeah, look, see how it's broke? Tried patching it and stuff, but it ain't ever gonna run like that. You could split this and just get the lower. Hey, Joe, we got any of these motors anywhere? We got a problem. This isn't on there. They got the hose duct taped.
Oh, well, that's an updraft. So never seen one here. Now we might have one, I don't know if there's anything over there, but we might have one with a bad engine. What happened to that one?
Well, this is what I found inside the cab. Broke off. They tried welding it and stuff before, and it's cracked almost all the way around it. If it turns over, we're gonna have to see, you know, what he wants to do.
Yeah, we'll have to see. That might be a good motor.
Yeah. Well, they have all the holes around, like on where this bolts up to. They have them taped. You know, like they were redoing it, and they ran into that. They had the head off. They just painted the head. So they did redo it at one point. See how they have it all taped up?
I know we have a manifold with a downdraft carburetor. There's a couple motors out there.
We could probably leave that cover off, or maybe even.
You know, the downdraft carburetor is going to be sticking up in the air. So
Yeah.
see if it's got compression and see if it's worth doing anything with.
Yeah.
We're supposed to get a call back today.
Oh, really nice. Yeah, that'll be good. I might actually throw this stuff on because
I agree.
No homo.
Oh wow, that's really super broken. And that you said that's an updraft.
Yeah.
So I probably definitely don't have it.
No, you don't.
Well, I'll tell you what, there might be one on that chassis across the street you could take it off of.
That's what I was hoping, but I didn't know what was over there.
That's, well, you know, these trucks came with updrafts and downdrafts. It depends on what the floor was. The ones with the higher doghouse had the downdrafts.
Now,
or
we
they-
have manifolds that'll fit this, but they're downdraft. The carburetor's going to be right there beside the throttle
Yeah,
pedal.
it doesn't work.
Well, to get it running, it would.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's an option. First, we're going to take a compression test to make sure we're good. Otherwise, it isn't worth putting the
Yeah.
time into it.
Do that first and then we'll talk about it. I'll think about it. I'm trying to sell this thing in the meantime anyway, so. I had them weld it like that because on the other truck, that red truck, it failed going on an angle. And I said, Bill always did them like that. I never had a problem. So we tried this. We're going to see if this works. And I got them a lot heavier channel this time. I hit the scrap pile outside and found that big, heavy stuff. You get up there and they charge us like 160.
Yeah. They told me $100 an axle.
But they charge them for all the other, they charge them for rotors, calipers, all the components of the axle.
Should have taken them off and left them laying there.
Honestly, it's, they weren't going for that. He's going to search the junkyards down by him, call him. He said they're not more reasonable. And then I'll send them home.
They're usually pretty reasonable up here.
They typically are, but yeah, you've got to play the game with them, I guess. Mustang wheels, so we
Well,
want these off. We're going to get the right wheels for this.
Like you could send me home with that one day, and you know I could grab.
Well, I want to try and get them up the street. If we can get them up the street, let's do that. But I'll make the phone call and I'll make sure that.
I figured it was because it's spun real easy.
I ordered the garage door. It'll be a while before it gets here, though. It was way more. It was cheaper than the other company, but it still wasn't like it wasn't as cheap as Lawrenceville. That.
That's crazy because them cheap ones out there. Some things.
Was the jacket in there too? Yeah. Okay, cool.
Ooh, the jacket. Ooh.
Kind of like yours, but one of the ones that the detail shop guys wear. I gotta order myself the one that Shane has on.
I love the feel of January.
That valve cover's not even screwed down.
No, they have a gasket that's brand new for it over there.
I got it up on the carburetor bench.
Okay.
I'll pick that up and see what's underneath there. Whoa, that's brand new.
Good under there?
It's brand new.
Yeah, it is brand new.
Look at that.
What's brand new?
The head and the valves and everything.
Oh, let me see. Lift that up.
Oh, let me, I'm trying to get this fished out real quick. Yeah, it is brand new. All the bolts even.
All that linkage for that starter button is
Froze.
froze. We need to lubricate that up.
Get some oil and stuff. And we can start.
There's oil in the crankcase. I checked it. It's
Okay.
dirty, but it's in there.
I'm gonna get some penetrating oil and stuff and loosen it up.
That button there is the foot pedal. That one under your foot for the starter.
Okay.
I don't think it'll work without the floor pan because it needs that guide.
Yeah.
Sorry, Joe. I'm gonna get.
I don't see how they could go on without the manifold. You know that.
That one's brand new. It might not have. I don't think it ran, honestly. Yeah, look, it's shiny. That's a good sign when they're brand new like that, ain't it?
Yeah, but the block looks like they never took the block out, you know?
No, it looks like they just put a new head on it.
Yeah, well, they might have done rings or something, you know.
Yeah, you never know. I've like mostly rebuilt one of these inside of a truck before. It was a 40.
Did you ever work on a Detroit 2-cycle?
In a dozer, yes.
What engine was it? 6 or an 8?
It was a 6.
So it could have been a 50. Well, you go anywhere from 53 to 92, 6V92, 6V.
I think it was from the 60s. It was in the 60s. Was the year range on it. No one could get it running. Trying to stay out of the way.
Well, we could jump that with cables.
Well, I have my box charged up too. Maybe we could just get a bar behind that. And
Yeah, just push
Yeah.
it down if we can.
yeah, let me get my box and stuff. I had it charging up good, so that thing's pretty good for stuff like that. It might not let us crank too long on it.
Let's see if we could get this
Oh, I'm gonna get this.
moving.
That'll work.
Okay, that's. It's moving.
Let me get this one on.
You could just get that on that block there. How about this right here?
Right here.
That should do it. All right, first I'm gonna see if the starter spins. I'm not gonna engage the Bendix.
Okay. You want me to turn this on?
I'm just gonna do yeah, turn it on.
There you go.
Nothing,
Nothing?
nothing. Nothing.
That seems like I ain't got a ground. A good ground. It's grounded now.
Nothing. No spin.
Should we take it off and see what's going on with it?
Let's tap it, see if maybe the brushes are stuck or something.
You want me to get under and...
No, it's
We
pretty
can-
accessible
okay.
from up here. It's got a band on it we could take off. It should spin without the Bendix going in, but it's not making contact. I'll pop the band off.
These ones are a little tight to work in, ain't it? Oh, the way that looks could just the button be bad.
Yeah, it could be.
There's like a brand new one up there on one of them starters.
Well, let's make sure we got juice there.
I'll grab a tester.
It could be this connection right here too.
Well, could we take this off and maybe connect it right on the stud right here? Okay, it's on.
Connection.
Yep.
All right, let's see if she cranks.
You got a turn signal blinking outside. Marker light, yeah. Yep.
Good.
Oh, you were pushed on. There you go. Try that.
All right. It looks good.
All right, I'll get it. I'll get the quick compression gauge and we'll. Yeah, so it's got to be that terminal down there. All right. Okay, give it a spin.
Let me get my hand.
Okay. 125.
That's nice.
Yeah. Go ahead. Same thing. Come back here.
Ready?
Yep. Okay. Yeah, that's a little over 100. That's no problem though.
A little bit of oil will fix that.
Go ahead. Okay. Okay.
Ready?
Yep. Okay. All right. She'll run.
Yeah, we just gotta get a.
Manifold.
Yeah, I could run out and check on that one.
If Pete said,
Yeah, and them plugs are good, so.
yeah, we're gonna put them right back in.
But I think we're gonna need the gaskets for this.
Turn your machine off. Might as well save it.
We'll make a pot of coffee real quick.
Yeah, coffee sounds good.
I'll go check out there and see what.
We better check the gap on these plugs before we put them back in. I forget everything Bill put into that.
There's a couple, but just a little bit chilly.
I don't know, it got nice around 12 o'clock.
It was beautiful yesterday. I was out here in a short sleeve t-shirt yesterday.
Yeah, this got the downdraft.
It's getting stuck.
Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna need everything that's on here.
Yeah. Yes. I'll need all these holders, all that.
Well, we don't need these brackets, but this linkage we do need. And
Yeah. I'll run back down real quick.
screwdriver.
I'll grab a screwdriver,
crescent wrench.
sawzall, a couple other things.
Well, don't forget now, we may be putting this back together, so.
Yeah, I just want to check and see what he wants to do real quick.
Yeah, we don't want to cut it, you know, if we're gonna have to
Well,
put a manifold back on it. Because this has brakes and everything.
if I could cut this exhaust right here just to where I could
Yeah.
swoop it.
Yep,
Yeah.
yeah, you could do that, yeah.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to sawzall. So I'll go grab all the stuff we need.
Why don't you put it in the golf cart? can you reach that key for me?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, turn it back towards you.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, good. Now turn it all the way where I had it.
Okay.
Okay, turn it off. Yeah.
Turn
Just
it off.
one click, yeah. Like that, right there.
Okay.
Yep, that's off. It's twisted in there.
So what are you doing, checking battery strength or whatever?
No, points. We don't have any spark. I don't know if this one's gonna work because it's so big,
But
you know?
that's the one that was in the cab of that truck, so. Probably this one. It's starting to though, see?
I don't know what he's gonna do. He's real back and forth. He's thinking about like 3 different trucks, so I don't really know what he's gonna do.
This one's in much better shape, but it needs an accelerator pump too. It's not in as bad a shape as the other one though. This one is much cleaner.
Fucking hurts, man.
It took me 4 days to do that fucking Chrysler garage.
Cause I had him clean the points, but he's got to jump back over it.
Do I text him or call? Call. It's gonna go to the offices of Dick and Kenny.
Okay.
They might, that up here is not gonna be 750 to 1,000 though. If he has to go to Mercer County. And then if they don't wanna do it, I got 5, 6 other attorneys.
Okay, that's fine.
I gotta figure out what my next move is now.
Yeah, they just use that brass barrel for a pump.
Clean it up a little bit and then put it back together, that's all. That's the next problem, is right here. So, need to get this freed up.
Joe, do you want a babysit? Need some extra hours, Joe? You want a babysit?
You need paid back, Pete, so you need that.
1040, you was still like, yeah, fuck it, it's good. Bring me another shitty salad.
Okay.
Yeah. He fucking blocked me on eBay. I tried to make total. I got
Okay.
Alright, I think I want to have this one working. This needle here was completely full of gunk. I had to push it out with this. Kind of nasty. That piece of wire though was like the exact, was just like a hair smaller than what this hole was. I cleaned out all the jets and everything, so it's like lunchtime now. And I'm gonna take some thinner inside here with this little brush. And I'm gonna clean it all real good and then put it back together.
And you get like a real like everything perfect.
Trying to get this valve on there. This one.
Oh, that gasket fell.
I'll get it. I'll get it with the bolt. This way I need to take it. So I'm gonna get it to shift backwards. What's that? This one. Straight 6.
Straight 6.
Smaller. I'll hold my finger in this one though.
You don't need to hold your finger in there.
Okay.
No, because that hole is above, or in this case below the throttle plate. That's not going to affect our starting.
Okay. I stand for a minute being bent over like that inside there. Damn, dude. I think I know where one of them are. You want me to check?
Yes, please.
Yep.
Doesn't have to be long, only about 8 inches to a foot. Regular hose. It's made for high pressure.
Yeah. I want to see what style that one is. I think it's going to be this one. But I think this one's a bad one too.
Why is that?
I don't look very good in there. I'm going to see if I got one more. I don't look good in there. Not at all.
Now let's see how it feels when I clip it on the plug. No, it's not. That's not good either. That's the way this one is.
Really? Made some. Oh, let me, that one is on one style.
Well, if not, I'll make something.
Oh, a good one, but it's like extremely long.
I think I got it. I got the boot off and I crimped it.
Okay.
No, that's all right.
That one was in decent shape, the best shape of the ones up there.
Okay, now I got this one going.
Okay.
Give that a full choke. You holding the throttle, that's about the only thing you have to hold.
Try that.
Let's give her a little shot of ether,
Okay.
a little help.
Let me grab a can of it. Yeah, these carburetors,
Is the choke open?
Yeah, go ahead.
You got the throttle? Pump it. Pump it like crazy and close the choke.
Okay. Try that. I'll get this down here. Go ahead. It's wanting to.
Yeah, where's the choke right now?
Let me move it a little bit. Try that.
Well, close it tight till it
Okay.
starts to fire, okay? And hold the throttle open, okay?
Go ahead.
The choke should be on the bottom of the carburetor there.
That's closed. Go ahead.
All right, you ready?
Yep.
Ready?
Yep.
Okay, you got your throttle?
Yeah.
Hold on to the choke. You ready?
Yep.
No, a little bit this way. You'll see the keel pull out. Yeah, that's all.
Here's one of your wrenches.
everybody, Pete, Iron City Garage. We're here with this awesome 1953 Chevy cab over. I think this was a 5700 series truck. It runs, it does not drive. This is available $10,500 as you see it, or $13,000 on another cab over chassis that is sitting over there. If you want a traditional grain truck, 13 grand, I'll take this cab, this motor, put it on that frame, make it all run and drive, or 10.5 the way you see it right here. California fresh, 53 Chevy, 5700 model, really solid truck, rebuilt motor underneath the cab. Let me know if you're interested. 412-335-6100. Hey, thanks for watching our video. We really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have cars like these in your garage, if you have a fastback Mustang or convertible Impala, a nice original paint pickup truck or an old cab over truck, and you want to sell it, I'd love to try and put a deal together with you. You can get a hold of me at 412-335-6100. We pay excellent prices. We pay finder's fees. You know, it's no secret. We do make a little money on the YouTube videos, so that allows me to pay, you know, sometimes market value or really good prices for these cars. We'd love to come out and drag it out of your barn. We'd love to film it. We'd love for you to be a part of that whole process. So if you have an original paint or an original old fastback Mustang that needs work, like these ones I have on my trailer, or if you have an old pickup, or again, a convertible Impala, cab over truck, whether it doesn't matter where you are, we buy nationwide here in the United States, all the way as far as California. I've had stuff, New Mexico, Arizona, Oregon, Washington, high desert stuff we love. So, or if you're in the East Coast and it's a rusty Mustang or a rusty convertible Impala, that is fine. We typically don't buy many trucks on the East Coast, but I buy a lot of cars on the East Coast. If you have cab over parts also, especially for these early Fords, I'd be interested in that. It never hurts to send me an email or a text. IronCityGarage@gmail.com. You're welcome to send me an email or a text message, probably the best. You kind of get an instant answer that way. 412-335-6100. I'd love to talk to you. Hope you enjoyed the video, and hopefully we can make a deal on what you guys have on your farms or in your garages.